The state, they really need to hit home the why, in my opinion, the why. To me, the money is the why. You know, more of the sex and the affair is more of the motivation, you know, for the two of them being together and how can they make this happen. But the money is how they could live together. That's why there were no divorces. Am I right, Rich Schoenstein? You do civil work. They could have had a nice divorce, peaceful, amicable divorces from their lovely spouses, but no. It went a step further.
Yeah, I mean, they could have gone off and made a new life together. If that's what they wanted, if they fell in love and they wanted to move to Hawaii or whatever, we've heard in this trial, they could have made other arrangements for these children. There were family members that would have taken care of the children. They could have gotten divorces. They could have carried on, but they wanted to remove obstacles. That's what we heard about Friday. These four human beings were characterized by them as obstacles to what they wanted. What they wanted was a new life and money and power and sex and all of that. And they took the most gruesome, horrible way to get rid of the obstacles that they could imagine. And what I don't understand about these two is what they thought was going to happen. Did they really think they could get rid of all of these people and everyone would just forget about them?
Right, that's a great point, Rich.
You talked to Chad in December of 2019. Did he indicate to you how he and Lori were going to support themselves?
Well, I know that they had the life insurance money that they'd gotten from my sister and that they were going to, I think, take some time. And he was probably going to write some more books.
And in the past, Chad had relied on Tammy to contribute to the finances.
Correct.
Chad was not able to financially support the family by himself.
No.
And he didn't indicate to you that he'd found a new profession to do that.
No.
So presumably he may have needed to rely on support from his new spouse.
Correct. He told us that she had lots of money.
Oh, this is so disgraceful, isn't it? Rich Schoenstein, tell me your reaction to hearing this, please.
Well, I think this answers one of the questions we were asking in the last segment. Why kill all these people? Why not just get divorces and find another home for the children? Because if you did that, you wouldn't get the money. Killing them was the avenue to life insurance. Killing them was the avenue to Social Security payments coming in on behalf of the children. Killing them was the only way to get rid of the obstacles and end up with the money. And that is what these people wanted.
Bingo, Rich. Rich Schoenstein, talk to me about this, please. In particular, knowing what we know now, what we have the benefit of knowing now is that Charles Vallow knew. He knew about the affair. He was onto them. He was trying to warn the other good spouse, Tammy Daybell, trying to warn her, even emailed her at school to try to tell her about this. And look what happens to that poor guy. Your take, please.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I mean, he probably had some forethought about this and maybe could have done something to save himself, and it's sad he didn't. But also, you know, how convenient it is for Lori Vallow that she can get rid of evil spirits and get $1 million. I mean, that is a very convenient, and that's what this is, right? It's a fraudulent religion of convenience. Every stupid, insane, dumb belief they have is to their own financial or lifestyle benefit. That's not a religion. That's a set of excuses to act any damn way you want.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. It sure is, Rich.
I see you on the third creation as a valiant warrior, fighting for truth and righteousness, always seeking to do what is right. And you progressed and were selected by the Savior himself to be part of the fourth creation. Great warriors were needed in that creation. Powerful goddesses were needed to be protected, and you were selected to help protect your sister, and you helped her in numerous probations as a defender.
The words I can't get past to Rich Schoenstein are seeking to do what is right. He actually includes that in his prayer. Curious, if you're the prosecution, Rich, how do you deal with this? You know, knowing that, and I love how you call it a fraudulent religion. I love it. I use your term on the show frequently because that's what it is. You know, it's not a religion. It's insulting to everybody who does hold their religion near and dear to their hearts. But here it's, you know, it's being sort of intertwined in these motives that we're seeing, you know, and becoming a large part of this case. So if you're the state, do you say this is just total, you know, a hogwash, or do you try to kind of, I guess, acknowledge that these were in fact their cult-like beliefs?
Well, I like the way the state is handling it and has handled it from the outset. They're saying it may be cloaked in this fraudulent religion, but it all comes down to money, power, and sex. And Phil was talking about this being Cult 101. He's much more of an expert in that than I am. But to me, it looks like any other kind of organized crime or gang. You try to bring in recruits. You try to get them to leave their other personal lives behind. So she's telling her friend, walk away from your children, walk away from your private life. Join us. They act as if they're operating for some higher good when really it's just about money and power. And they give people a specific task. You're a warrior. Your job is to protect this person and try to get them to be part of the team. It's very much like organized crime and street gangs as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I like it, Rich. I like it. I love that you're going there. Boy, oh boy, these two, this behavior alleged is downright despicable, as sinister as it gets. I've got some more of the steamy sexting between the prophet and the goddess. Let's listen to some more together now.
From Chad Daybell to Lori Vallow, I need so badly to just gently kiss you for hours. Line 2888. From Chad Daybell to Lori Vallow, it would likely lead to other activities. Line 2887. From Lori Vallow to Chad Daybell, likely or luckily. Line 2886. From Chad Daybell to Lori Vallow, it would luckily lead to nakedness.
If I'm on that jury, I'm going to want to walk out of that courtroom. How nauseating. Rich Schoenstein, wouldn't you love to see the faces of those jurors reacting to hearing that when they see how all these beautiful people are dead and had their lives cut short, and these two are enjoying the sexting with one another?
Yeah, let me go to my technical legal jargon. This is icky. Those
it is icky.
Yes,
Rich.
Ew.
Ew. Big ew. Hashtag ew. Yuck.
And it would be if they didn't kill anybody, right? But then instead of sticking to the gentle kissing, which would have been a better plan, they combine it. And I totally agree with Phil. All of these things go together. The money, the power, the sex, they're not separate motives. They are motives together. And these people don't do anything that you associate with religion. There's no charity. There's no acts of kindness. They're not helping people. The only people they're trying to help is themselves. They're helping themselves to money. They're helping themselves to power. And they're helping themselves to sex. Ew.
Preach, Rich. Yes. And so I guess we can kind of put a little bow on it and sum up this hour, which has been great, by the way. Great with your analysis, both of you, that each of these motives, they're really equal in this case. All three of these motives are going to need to have the same amount of weight for the members of the jury who are going to be considering these facts and deciding what to do with them.